No idea what she's talking about, ever she's clueless. I just listen to her because she's my wife. You're just honest, babe. I just can't, don't touch me right now. Like, not right now. It's getting too real. These clips aren't just awkward. They're signs of something deeper, something broken behind the scenes. And now, after months of silence, Justin Bieber is finally telling his side, and it's nothing like we expected. The world thought he was the unstable one. Strange posts, weird looks, but maybe we were all wrong. Justin says he's been suffering quietly, dealing with a problem that isn't about him, but about her. And by her, we mean Haileybieber, who's apparently more obsessed with someone else than with her husband. That someone is Selenagomez, and if Justin's claims are true, Hailey never really let go of his past. She married him, wore his ring, took his name, but still couldn't stop thinking about the girl who came before. Sources close to the couple say Hailey has a pattern of tracking Selena, watching her every move online. She allegedly reacts emotionally to old songs, old photos, even casual mentions of Justin's ex from years ago. And the obsession has only gotten worse. Insiders claim Hailey set Google alerts for anything Selena related. She reportedly gets upset when Justin brings up a song they once shared or talks about past memories. It's like she's still competing with a relationship that ended long ago, and Justin says it's exhausting. Imagine living with someone who seems more focused on your ex than on your actual life together every day. He claims their home has become less of a marriage and more of a Selena monitoring station full of tension. Even small things set her off a song playing in the background or a post about Selena's success. It's no longer just jealousy, it's turned into something deeper and more damaging to both of them. Justin thought being married would bring peace, but instead he says it brought more drama than ever. And the moment things really spiraled was when Selena dropped her latest song, Don't Take It Personally. Hailey apparently thought the song was aimed directly at her, even though Selena never mentioned names. She reportedly woke Justin up in the middle of the night, asking if every lyric was secretly about her. And from that moment on, the tension only grew thicker. The lines were being drawn and sides were forming. Selena, meanwhile, moved on engaged to Blanco, focusing on music and her beauty empire, not looking back. But Hailey couldn't let go, and that started breaking the foundation of her marriage from the inside out. Justin claims Hailey's reactions became more emotional, more paranoid, and harder to understand. Friends noticed it too, saying Hailey acted like a full-time lyric analyst, obsessed with hidden messages, all while Selena was out there smiling, glowing and building her dream life without any mention of them. Justin says he started to feel like a ghost in his own house present, but constantly compared to his past. And now, with all these details coming to light, it's clear that something big is falling apart behind the scenes. Justin began feeling like a prisoner inside his own home, watching every word, every move, afraid of triggering Hailey's next spiral. He said in private that her obsession became unbearable, that he was walking on eggshells just to keep the peace in the house. And while the public saw happy pictures and carefully filtered videos behind the scenes, things were far from picture perfect. According to sources, Justin told friends that Selena's success became a constant sore point, causing tension and insecurity. Anytime Selena posted something positive or successful, Hailey would allegedly spiral into jealousy or mood swings instantly. He said it was like Hailey had invisible strings pulling her back into the past, where Selena was always center stage in her mind. Things got worse after Selena's song lyrics went viral. Fans dissected each word, while Hailey apparently took every line personally. The lyric about sleeping in the same bed and meeting his parents reportedly made Hailey furious and started a new wave of arguments. Justin shared that even harmless memories would now cause fights, including old interviews or fan edits that resurfaced online. He tried to stay silent. He tried to protect her image, but he says the emotional weight of carrying it all became too much. At one point, Justin hinted that his initial belief that marriage would heal him turned out to be a painful mistake. He said the real damage didn't come from the internet or the press. It came from inside the relationship itself. Even sweet moments like breakfast turned into tension, like when Hailey jokingly accused him of trying to poison her with eggs. It seems playful at first, until you realize these were not isolated incidents, but patterns showing growing emotional distance. Fans started noticing the lack of genuine connection between them. Cold interactions, uncomfortable body language, stiff smiles. Some commented that it didn't look like love anymore, more like two people playing roles trying to hold on to something broken. Hailey's reaction to Selena's music only added fuel to the fire, like the time she changed the radio station when it played. Many saw it as a clear sign that she was still emotionally triggered by anything related to Selena and couldn't hide it anymore. Supporters defended her, saying it was just coincidence, but the pattern repeated too often to ignore or dismiss as random. Justin, meanwhile, says he started feeling manipulated, as if his mental health issues were being weaponized against him. He allegedly told friends that Hailey was leaking photos and stories to the media to make him look unstable and weak again. The goal, he claims, was to shift public sympathy in her favor, paint herself as the devoted wife, and him as the damaged partner. And to make things worse, she hinted in older interviews that she was never ready to get married, calling it a crazy decision. That comment stuck with him. He said he couldn't shake the feeling that she regretted it, that she had doubts all along. And now, with things falling apart, Hailey is being accused of flipping the script, rewriting the story to save her own image. Justin says she knows how brutal the internet can be, and she's using it to make herself look like the victim in the marriage. He says she's terrified of being seen as the one who ruined it all and will do whatever it takes to avoid taking blame. From calling paparazzi to controlling the narrative behind closed doors, he claims she's orchestrating every detail carefully. It's not just a marriage in trouble now, it's a full-scale media chess game where every move is calculated and intentional. While fans are debating who's right and who's wrong, Justin says the truth has been buried under layers of curated perfection. He's no longer staying silent, and now that he's started talking, people are finally seeing another side of the story unfold. And it's not the version the public expected, because if what he's saying is even partly true, it changes everything we believed. Hailey's focus on Selena, her emotional reactions, her attempts to manage Justin's image all point to a deeper insecurity. And Justin claims that no matter how hard he tried, he could never escape the shadow of the girl who came before his wife. What started as love turned into rivalry, not just with someone from the past, but with the idea of what could have been. And in that battle between memory and reality, it's their marriage that's been caught in the crossfire, slowly falling apart. As the public watches everything unfold, fans are split. Some still support Hailey, while others are now questioning everything. More and more people are pointing out the inconsistencies, the emotional clips, the awkward silences, and the missing spark. Justin's recent posts and subtle captions are now being seen as quiet cries for help or coded messages aimed at the truth. In one video, he joked, "If you weren't so hot, I would have left you already," which many believe was less of a joke, more of a message. Another clip showed him admitting, "I thought marriage would fix me, but it didn't. I hit an emotional breakdown right after." He never named names, but now fans are connecting the dots and realizing he might have been hinting at Hailey all along. Sources say Justin feels like Hailey used his name and fame, but never truly supported him emotionally when he needed her most. And that deep down he believes her obsession with Selena kept her from fully loving him, as he is today, not who he was then. Selena, meanwhile, continues to thrive, her relationship with Blanco growing stronger, her music climbing charts. She hasn't acknowledged the drama, and that silence is powerful. It's the opposite of what's happening in the Bieber house. While Hailey is reportedly unraveling over every lyric, every comment, Selena is off, living her life quietly and confidently. That contrast speaks volumes, one woman secure and content, the other spiraling, trying to control something slipping away. Some insiders believe the final straw came when Hailey realized Selena was no longer competing, but simply winning. Not in love, not in attention, not in headlines, but in peace and maturity. Something Hailey reportedly struggles to achieve. Justin says he's done pretending, done hiding behind a picture-perfect image that no longer matches their private reality. He claims he's been gaslighted, made to believe he was the one breaking down while Hailey played the calm and collected role. But behind the scenes, she was allegedly crafting stories, shaping press coverage, and spinning narratives for her own protection. According to him, she's afraid of the backlash, afraid of being labeled the villain, and willing to sacrifice his truth to save face. He says that's why she planted stories about him using again or having breakdowns, stories that he says are completely false. And as these accusations surface, fans are now combing through past interviews and videos, finding signs they missed before. Moments where Justin looked checked out, distant, or forced clips that now seem less like awkwardness and more like warning signs. One moment that stood out was when Hailey said she called her parents, asking them to stop her from doing something crazy. That something was marrying Justin, and now years later, those words feel more real, more revealing than ever before. Justin says he's tired of the fake smiles, tired of pretending they're happy, when inside they're falling apart piece by piece. He claims everything became about controlling perception, how they looked on red carpets, what they posted, how they appeared. But love, he says, is not about looking good for cameras. It's about being honest. And that honesty has been missing for too long. What's left now is a broken image, a broken marriage, and a broken man trying to pick up the pieces in front of the world. Hailey hasn't responded to any of these claims, and maybe she never will. But the silence speaks louder than any denial could. Meanwhile, Justin is rebuilding not just his public image, but himself, stepping away from the facade and into the truth. And that truth, no matter how messy it is, might finally free him from a relationship that was built on competition, not connection. So who's really to blame? Is it Hailey's alleged jealousy and control, or Justin's past catching up and causing confusion? Or maybe it's both, two people not ready for what they committed to, trying to make it work by pretending everything was fine. One thing is certain, the image of a perfect Hollywood couple has shattered, and now everyone is seeing the cracks that were always there. The next move is uncertain, but fans are watching closely because in this battle of love, lies and legacy, the final chapter is just beginning.